They stormed the beaches of Normandy, and now for the second day in a row in this shutdown mess, they're storming the World War II Memorial in Washington. Hundreds of veterans busting through barricades to visit the memorial in their honor. Republican Senator Jerry Moran was there today. Senator, you want to make sure that they got through, but one could quickly turn around and say, if not for Republicans and dragging this out, they wouldn't have had to make such a fuss. What do you say to that?
Well, Neil, I certainly would not agree with that sentiment. In fact, it seems to me that the people who are not now negotiating, who said no negotiations at all, is the Democrat leader of the Senate and the President of the United States. This is an opportunity for us to deal with issues that are important to the country. And the idea that we will not negotiate is that's silliness. It's certainly contrary to a democracy. I've heard it said on the Senate floor that this is the law. We're not changing the law. Well, President Obama changed the law by delaying the employer mandate. The last piece of legislation we had the opportunity to consider, but never got to, was a delay in the employee, the individual mandate. And that's just the idea that we can't negotiate. That's what's troublesome to me, and it's what I spoke about after coming back from the World War II Memorial with our veterans this morning. Is these people fought. We memorialize on the National Mall those who died in service to their country, not for Republicans or Democrats, but for a system of government that allows people to be heard and debate to occur and votes to happen. And that's not happening here in large part because, once again, even though the president called for a meeting at the White House, said, but we're not going to negotiate. That's not the way it should work, and it's not the way that American people should expect their government to operate.
All right, we want to get someone on the other side to talk about this, Senator. The best we could do is this statement by the DNC Communications Director, Mo Elliothy, I hope I got that right, saying that we've already been working on a plan to open the memorial and the entire government after the GOP caused them to close. It's called the Clean Funding Resolution, and it sounds like the votes are there if the Speaker would just call for the vote. Where do we stand on that, you think? This incident notwithstanding, do you think that the posture is going to change, maybe with the meeting in about an hour, or are the two sides still so far apart it doesn't matter?
Now, look, I think there's opportunity here to find a solution to this problem. I think American people should expect that of us. This is not a circumstance that should linger much longer. In my view, we should have taken the steps necessary to avoid the shutdown. I might point out that the reason that we're here, while you pointed out in your opening comments you might be able to blame Republicans, one of the problems we have here is the Senate is dysfunctional. And while both the House and Senate passed a budget, they have not been reconciled. And beyond that, 13 appropriation bills were supposed to be completed by the end of September. It's now October. Not one single appropriation bill has come to the Senate floor, which means that's why we have the CR, the continuing resolution to fund the federal government as it is. And so this goes beyond just what's happened over the last few days. This is really about what hasn't happened over the last year. A Senate and a House and a president who does the usual required normal things of any governmental entity, have a budget, pass appropriation bills, have the debate, take the votes.
We're right about this. We certainly
bills.
would be able and should be able to prioritize. And I've been to the Washington Mall many, many times, and it's not as if you do any harm just walking at memorials that are level to the ground, and you can go see them. To rope them off and to close them off to public, I don't understand the rationale for that. And I think we could have at least prioritized there and say, we're going to a lot of extra trouble and expense to close them off anyway. What harm is done just keeping them open? I could see maybe an Air and Space Museum where the doors are locked and everything. But come on, this is stupid.
You know, we went through this once before with sequestration. The example, in my view, the analogy is the White House announces that they're not going to have White House tours. I don't know why you do that except to try to make this the most difficult circumstance for the American people, to create pain in people's lives. And I just draw the line at creating difficulties and challenges, pain in the lives of World War II veterans, and particularly those who come here because the Honor Air Flight organizers in their community have raised the money, provided folks to help them get here, and then we tell them once they're here, I'm sorry, the memorial is closed. Just leave it alone.
Yeah,
I mean,
there are a lot more important things if you wanted it, but a memorial that is accessible just by walking to it, I mean, I don't know. Anyway, thank you, Senator, very, very much.
Hey, you're welcome. Thank you.